I first heard about My Computer Works at a weekly office meeting. Luke came in and did a presentation for us, and it resonated with me so much. I had, in my previous job, been in corporate America for 16 years, and I was lucky enough that I had the IT director's office directly next door to my office. So when I had a problem, I would just knock on the wall and I'd get immediate service. So becoming self-employed, I was really challenged to figure out what to do with my IT concerns. So when Luke came to make his presentation, it totally made sense to me. The first time My Computer Works serviced my computer, I literally called in. I was on the phone with them for about 5 minutes. I was running late to a meeting. They told me to go ahead and go and do what I needed to do, and they'd call me back when they were finished. It was great. I came back, my computer was totally cleaned up. They'd taken out all the viruses, all the infected files, and I was good to go. I love the fact that I don't have to make an appointment with My Computer Works. I had a challenge one time at 8 o'clock at night. I had a client who needed a contract that evening. They were leaving the country the next morning, and I couldn't get my computer to print. And at 8 o'clock at night, I was able to call and get someone on the phone at My Computer Works. And not even in corporate America with an IT department can you do that. I love the fact that My Computer Works does not have to come to my house, nor do I have to go to them. They can just dial in remotely. That's one of the big conveniences for me. Previously, when I had a computer problem, if it was a minor problem, I would just let it go if I didn't know how to fix it. And then it eventually would become a major problem, obviously. And I would have to tear my entire tower down, take it into the shop, be without a computer for 3 or 4 days, which is really difficult when you're self-employed, to figure out how you're going to manage that. And then when I would go to pick it up, it was typically $500, and my computer was completely reconfigured, and it took me another week to figure out where all my files were and get everything back into a logical system for myself. The first time I used My Computer Works, it sounds intimidating, but it's so simple. You call, and there's always a very friendly person on the other end. I don't speak techie at all. So when I call and say, you know, my computer is hiccuping, and they go, okay, could you just help us out and log on to the My Computer Works site? And you open a portal and they dial right in. It's the easiest thing, and you can stay and watch them if you want to, and you can see the cursor moving around the screen, which is kind of fun sometimes. But a lot of times if I'm busy, I'll just go do what I need to do and let them take care of it. But it's so simple, and like I said, I don't speak techie, so I don't know the jargon, I don't know the terms to use when I call in and say, hi, I'm really having a problem, my computer is hiccuping. They don't laugh at me. They must have a Barb decoder ring. I don't know exactly how it works, but they don't laugh at me. They just get onto my computer and they say, I see that you're in this program. Can you explain to me what it was doing? And they get right on, they fix it. They're always polite. They never make me feel silly. It's really wonderful. You know, I do like the fact that I can watch if I want to while they're working on it, but the one thing that I've realized about My Computer Works now that I've had the service for a while is that I typically get the same technicians. It's not as though they have a bunch of turnover within their organization. I typically get the same guys over and over when I call, so there's a rapport and a trust there with them. So I really don't worry about it anymore, that anybody's going to get into anything that I would be concerned about them getting into. They're really and truly just getting into my computer to fix it. I used to be very concerned when I had to take my computer into a shop, especially if I had to drop it off for several days. I didn't know who was going to be working on my computer, and I didn't know which files they were going to try to access. I have QuickBooks, Quicken, all of my banking is on my computer, so all of my account numbers are on there. So yeah, that was very worrisome for me, and I don't have to worry about that anymore with My Computer Works. I've called My Computer Works for just about everything, from the most minor situation. There was one time I was trying to install a new disk on my computer and I just couldn't get it to work, and I gave a call and they were so nice. They didn't laugh at me. I didn't realize I had not disabled my antivirus or my pop-up guard, and so that's what was preventing me from being able to just do something so simple as install a disk, and so they took care of it right then for me. I've also called when I've had router problems, and they've walked me through router problems, which again, I don't speak techie, so for them to be able to walk me through a router problem is just about a miracle. But yeah, I call My Computer Works all the time for anything that I need, and they're always really helpful. They're always right there. They're very courteous. The same representatives over and over again, so you get to build a rapport with them. It's a great experience. I love the fact that My Computer Works is based right here in the US. I can call them anytime that it's convenient for me. It's like talking to my next door neighbor. They can talk me through the most difficult situation using simple language that even I can understand, and I'm not a technical person, so it's really convenient. I like the fact that My Computer Works is a service-only company. I'm a service-only company as well. And so I can relate to them in that way, and it's wonderful that they really and truly are just trying to help me fix my computer. They're not trying to sell me on anything else. It's just wonderful that their goal is to help me accomplish my goal, and that's it. I really like the fact that My Computer Works is able to connect to my computer remotely. I work from home and a lot of times I'm working alone, so from a safety standpoint I really like the fact that there's not a stranger that I don't know coming into my home to service my computer, and it's also a lot more timely and convenient that they can just connect right to my computer right when I need them. I don't have to wait for someone to drive to my house or perhaps schedule me for the next day. My Computer Works is great because they can help you with something that's very complicated or something that's very simple. Even just downloading software, if it's from the internet or from a disk, I've used My Computer Works for both of those things. And again, you know, if I'm not turning off my pop-up blocker, things that would seem obvious to someone that's technical are not obvious to me. It's great. What would take me all day to get done takes them 10 minutes in a phone call. It's really convenient. I love the convenience of My Computer Works. You know, previously when I was having a computer problem, I would be without a computer for 3 or 4 days. I'm self-employed. I can't be without a computer for 3 or 4 days. That just doesn't work for me. So the convenience of having My Computer Works connect to my computer right then, fix it for me immediately, is priceless. It is the best service that I spend money on every month. I would highly recommend it to anyone. Now My Computer Works. Does yours?